Have you ever felt as though you were racing against time? Everything rushes forward, and all you want is to reach the finish line as quickly as possible. But then, one day, you realize you've missed the journey itself. Ethan was 13, living in a quiet little town in England. At that age, he longed to be faster, better, older than he was. He played the piano, joined sports, and wanted nothing less than victory in every competition. To Ethan, time was an enemy. He slowed down, he would lose. He lived with his grandfather, Thomas, a gentle man who carried peace in his smile and patience in his step. Thomas owned a silver pocket watch that had stopped ticking long ago. Yet to him, it wasn't broken. It was a reminder: the watch has stopped, but the heart goes on. Don't let time control you. Learn to control time. Ethan had laughed at those words. Grandpa, no one believes in that anymore. The most important day finally arrived: Ethan's piano competition. He sat at the grand piano, determined to prove himself. His fingers flew across the keys, striking fast and hard. But the notes clashed. The rhythm broke. The melody lost its soul. Faces in the audience shifted from surprise to disappointment. Ethan had forgotten that music needs more than speed. It needs emotion. It needs a heart. He ran outside, heavy with shame. One question echoed in his mind: what did I do wrong? His grandfather followed, quietly placing the silver watch into Ethan's hands. Do you see, my boy? This watch doesn't run. It reminds me that time itself doesn't matter nearly as much as how we live within each moment. You don't need to race faster. You only need to play with your heart. From that day on, Ethan changed. He practiced slowly, patiently, letting every note breathe. Music was no longer a race, but a rhythm of life, a piece of his soul. On the football field, he no longer dashed recklessly. He passed, he listened, he shared the game with his teammates. He learned to savor every second. Years later, Ethan became a beloved pianist. But for him, success wasn't measured in applause or fame. It was in the quiet, precious moments when he truly lived through his music. The silver pocket watch still rests in his coat pocket, its hands forever still. And each time he looks at it, he remembers his grandfather's words. Time is not for racing. Time is for living. Perhaps the clock never really stops. But maybe, just maybe, we should learn to pause. To listen for a moment, to the beating of our own hearts.